Welcome to the North Ridgeville City Schools Board of Education meeting. Today is Tuesday, September 18th, and it is 6 p.m. and we call this meeting to order. If you are able, please stand and join us for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Roll call, please.
Ms. Yancey.
Here.
Mr. McCarthy.
Here.
Ms. Saxon.
Here.
Mr. Mura.
Here.
Mr. Baca.
Here.
Finalization of agenda. Seeing nothing. It is recommended that the Board of Education approve the video transcribed meeting minutes for August 21, 2018. Further, it is recommended that a written summary of the special and regular minutes for the meetings on August 7th, August 30, and August 21st. August 2-1 be approved.
Second.
Moved by Ms. Getzi, seconded by Mr. Baca. Is there any discussion? Roll call, please.
Ms. Yancey.
Yes.
Mr. Baca.
Yes.
Ms. Saxon.
Yes.
Mr. Mura. Mr. McCarthy.
Yes. No education reports this evening. That brings us to student staff community recognition. This is actually this is Jake, who is going to do the presentation this evening. Thank you.
Right, I am Eileen Zakel. I am an intervention specialist at Liberty, and I have the pleasure of being the lead teacher at ESY. So we're recognizing our students who have done an outstanding job in our ESY program, and ESY stands for Extended School Year. The purpose of ESY is to provide continued special education services throughout the summer to work on goals and objectives that are on the student's IEP. The Ohio Department of Education provides specific guidelines about ESY. It must be available if a student with special needs qualifies for the service. There's criteria that we must look at to make that determination, which is done as a team. Not all students with special needs receive ESY services, and only a select few qualify. In North Ridgeville this past summer, we had 23 students attend our ESY programs. Our students who have finished kindergarten through 4th grade participate in our school-age program, and these students work on a combination of academics, behavioral, and social skills. We had 9 students participate in this program. We had a program for our students who have finished 5th through 8th grade, and these students participate in our middle school age program, which is a community-based program where they have the opportunity to apply the skills they have worked on in various community settings. And we had 8 students participate in that program. And finally, this year we started a new program for our high school students. It was a work-based program where our students went into some local businesses and did work. They were learning the skills needed to be successful in various work settings upon graduation. We had 6 students participate in this program. And we would like to recognize 4 students for outstanding work in their ESY program over the summer. So when I say your name, if you're present, come on up and receive your award. Maxim came to school every day, ready to learn. He was friendly to his classmates and teachers, and was always ready to help. Congratulations, Max. And for our middle school age program, we're recognizing Jacob Kamichek. Good. Jacob, come on up. Jacob did a great job. You have to stand next to me. Okay. Improving. Whoops, I lost my paper. Jacob did a great job improving his reading and fluency and He worked hard at increasing his words per minute and constructing complete sentences in his writing. And he made major improvements this summer. Nice job. Brendan Corrigan could not be here tonight, but Brendan did extremely well with his plan, as well as working hard to improve his writing skills. He did a phenomenal job at self-monitoring his behavior in and outside the classroom without any reminders. His writing improved, and he's working on constructing full paragraphs. And for our high school program, we are recognizing Haley Steinfer. Haley could not be here tonight. Haley worked hard every day at her work placements this summer, and she worked as a camp counselor for the city and at Dog Days. Yes, thank you to your husband. And thank you to all the community members and businesses who allowed our students to come and work with them this summer.
Thank you, and congratulations to our students for extended school year who were recognized tonight. We're going to take just a short intermission because I know we want to get some pictures with those students and with their awards. So we'll take maybe a 10-minute intermission at this time. I had to step out to see her daughter sing the national anthem at the 7th grade football game, so she will return shortly. It is now time for hearing of the public on agenda items. If there's something on the agenda that you would like to address the board about, now is your opportunity to do so. Seeing none, we will move to superintendent's report. Mrs. Ramsey Casario.
Thank you. Okay, we move directly into our consent agenda with some employment recommendations. The first area being for special project stipends. We have the need to approve our district leadership team members. We also have our building leadership team members, and those span all of our buildings within the district. We have some supplemental contracts before you tonight, ranging from our Washington, D.C. trip coordinator to many of our mentors for our resident educator teachers. We have some basketball coaches. And those are all certified supplemental positions. We also have a need to look at non-certified, non-licensed supplemental positions, also in the area of basketball coaching. We have some support staff substitutes. Again, these are substitutes that range all areas throughout the district, and they're able to sub for us when in need. We also have 6 unpaid volunteers that will help out with our basketball program, as well as a volunteer ski club advisor at NRAC. We have a Saturday school monitor and a substitute Saturday school monitor to approve. We do have a need for some staff adjustments. We have a need to adjust a paraprofessional in order to meet the needs of an intensive needs unit and NRAC. We have some resignations of support staff substitutes, one who has taken permanent employment, another one who is just resigning. We also have a need to reassign equipment that is no longer being used within the district. It's either been deemed obsolete or been used for spare parts, resold, or removed for disposal.
Second. Moved by Mr. Vaca, second by Ms. Yetsey. Is there any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Vaca?
Yes.
Ms. Yetsey?
Yes.
Ms. Saxon? Ms. Tamira?
Yes.
Ms. McCarthy?
Yes.
Okay. Then we move into employment. We are in the process, God bless you, of creating a support staff position for the community receptionist. This is our evening receptionist who covers the front desk downstairs. This in the past has been filled by 2 substitute positions. We've had an opportunity to re-examine the actual need for that position. and have learned that we do not need the number of days that we have been utilizing in the past. But we do also have a need to look at making sure that somebody is there to facilitate the front door. So we are looking to create a community receptionist position, which is a 6-hour, 214-day position that will be the evening position downstairs at the community entrance.
Moved.
Second.
Moved by Ms. Saxon, second by Ms. Yetsey. Is there any discussion? Roll call, please.
Ms. Saxon?
Yes.
Ms. Yetsey?
Yes.
Mr. Muir?
Yes.
Mr. Baca?
Yes.
Ms. McCarthy?
Yes.
We have some support staff employment, and these are in the area of our exterior bus washers. They are compensated at $20 per bus, up to 57 buses. We also have a new bus driver who will be brought on board to facilitate transportation. And then we have a new paraprofessional who replaces a paraprofessional that resigned at our last board meeting. And she will be brought on at a 6.5-hour position, also at the Academic Center.
Moved.
Second for Joanna.
Moved by Ms. Saxon, seconded by Mr. Mira.
Okay.
Roll call, please. Or, I'm sorry, is there any discussion? For those of you that, in the audience, Mrs. Tamira had vocal cord surgery and is very quiet in her speaking, so Mr. Vaca is interpreting for me. Roll call, please.
Ms. Saxon?
Yes.
Mr. Muir?
Yes.
Ms. Yetsey?
Yes.
Mr. Baca?
Yes.
Ms. McCarthy?
Yes. Thank you.
C is a transportation purpose. This is a resolution to approve the purchase of 4 district buses. These buses are 72 passenger seat capacity. Again, this is due to our increased enrollment, having a month or so to review our bus procedures and all of our routes. Really looking to make sure that all the students who say they're taking the bus are taking the bus, and making sure that we're in the right place to look at purchasing a bus. We have deemed that it is critical at this moment. Right now, we have students who are spending more than 75 minutes on a bus, which is unacceptable in our minds. We would like to get that down to 40 to 50 minutes max, and that is what this will help us do. We have about a 21-day delivery as we look at this bus purchase. Right now, all of our spare buses are being used within our fleet, so we don't have a spare bus in the event of an emergency. And we're actually in a position for the first time in a very long time that we have more drivers than buses. So we have determined that we do need to move forward sooner rather than later for the purchase of 4 2020 integrated CES buses.
Second.
Moved by Ms. Yetsey, seconded by Mr. Vaca. Is there any discussion?
Now, will we see 4 additional buses or 3 additional buses sometime this year like we have in the past? Coming up, not this year, but 2019, like we typically do?
Yeah, so there will be one more wheelchair bus purchase that will go through the bidding process. We had 5 in the forecast for this year, and then as it stands right now, we've got 4 in the forecast for next fiscal year. I feel like this is going to be something that's going to need to be monitored and adjusted as we look at enrollment, but yes, they're in there.
Mr. Yunker, with the 21 days out, how quickly will those buses then be on the road? Because I know that we'll get them in 21 days approximately, but then we need to put cameras.
The mechanic, well, that'll all be done
Okay.
at the warehouse.
Okay.
The one thing that'll need to happen, and we'll try and time it up so when we get them on site, you'll have Department of Transportation has to come in and do an inspection. Which on a brand new bus typically is a 1-day process, and then we can utilize them. So mid-October, they should be on the road.
Thank you. Any other questions? I would just like to thank you for the administration for looking into this bus situation. We agree with you that, speaking for 75 minutes is too long for students to be on a bus. So thank you for understanding that and moving this up further in the school year to purchase these buses. Roll call, please.
Ms. Yetsey?
Yes.
Mr. Baca?
Yes.
Ms. Saxon?
Yes.
Mr. Muir?
Yes.
Ms. McCarthy?
Yes.
We have the need to approve 2 agreements this evening. Both have been reviewed for at least the last 2 meetings. The first is with the Professional Van Service Company. This is an agreement to transport one of our students with disabilities to and from Gerson on a daily basis for the 2018-19 school year. The second is with Ennis Britton Consulting Group, and this is an agreement for up to $10,000 that is charged by the hour per consultant based on what it is we use.
Moved.
Second.
Moved by Ms. Saxon, seconded by Mr. Vaca. Is there any discussion? Roll call, please.
Ms. Saxon?
Yes.
Mr. Baca?
Yes.
Ms. Yetsey?
Yes.
Mr. Muir?
Yes.
Ms. McCarthy?
Yes.
Okay, then we have some gifts that we would like to thank some people for and some organizations for. We had $100 donated by Mr. Berlingo for the North Ridgeville Board of Education Scholarship Fund. We had a slew of school supplies donated to us by the North Ridgeville H&R Block Company. That was for the Fill the Bus fundraiser. And we had some sewing needles donated to us by Eleanor Donaku to the North Ridgeville High School home ec class to be used as needed. Total donations received for 18-19 thus far is $1,105. Total donations for the 17-18 school year total $28,776.41.
Moved.
Second?
Moved by Ms. Yetsey, seconded by Ms. Saxon. Is there any discussion? With our appreciation, thank you. Roll call, please.
Ms. Yetsey?
Yes.
Ms. Saxon?
Yes.
Mr. Muir?
Yes.
Mr. Baca?
Yes.
Ms. McCarthy?
Yes. Thank you, Mrs. Ramsey Casario. That takes us to the treasurer's report. Mr. Berlingo?
Okay, first item is for the financial report and report of interest and investments. Recommended that the Board of Education approve the financial report and report of interest and investments for August 2018.
Second.
Moved by Mr. Vaca, seconded by Ms. Yetsey. Is there any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Baca?
Yes.
Ms. Yetsey?
Yes.
Ms. Saxon?
Yes.
Mr. Muir?
Yes.
Ms. McCarthy?
Yes.
Second is the resolution for fiscal year 2019 permanent appropriations. Recommended the Board of Education adopt the permanent appropriation measure for the period of July 1, 2018 through June 30, 2019 as listed in Exhibit 1. Further recommended that the treasurer submit the permanent appropriation to the Lorraine County Auditor.
Second.
Moved by Ms. Yetsey, seconded by Mr. Vaca. Is there any discussion? Roll call, please.
Ms. Yetsey?
Yes.
Mr. Baca?
Yes.
Ms. Saxon?
Yes.
Mr. Muir?
Yes.
Ms. McCarthy?
Yes.
Next is the resolution to amend fiscal year 2019 Certificate of Estimated Resources. Recommended the Board of Education approve the amended certificate reflecting a change in the funds listed in Exhibit 2 and submit changes to the Lorraine County Auditor.
Second?
Moved by Mr. Vaca, seconded by Ms. Saxon. Is there any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Baca?
Yes.
Ms. Saxon?
Yes.
Ms. Yetsey?
Yes.
Mr. Muir?
Yes.
Ms. McCarthy?
Yes.
And lastly, a resolution authorizing the establishment of funds. Recommended the Board of Education approve the resolution authorizing the establishment of the following funds. 587-9319 for Title 6B Preschool Restoration Fund and 516-9319 Title 6B IDEA Restoration. These are funds that were discussed at the last work session where the state is providing $20,000 additional funding.
Second?
Moved by Mr. Mira, seconded by Ms. Saxon. Is there any discussion? Sorry. Roll call, please.
Mr. Muir?
Yes.
Ms. Saxon?
Yes.
Ms. Yetsey?
Yes.
Mr. Baca?
Yes.
Ms. McCarthy?
Yes. We don't have any additional business this evening. I just wanted to remind people that the Board of Education is doing a scholarship fundraiser We have Ranger pop sockets for sale, they're $10, they make wonderful stockings. I'm going to look into the cameras here. Board of Education. Okay, so we have a couple more announcements.
Just a reminder to our audience and those who are watching, we are up for Fox 8 Cool School at Liberty Elementary, so you can vote online at Fox 8. We are also up for Cleveland Browns Game of the Week versus Olmsted Falls. The voting will take place through September 20th, but at noon that will close and it will be announced, and the winning team will receive $1,500 for the use of their football program, and the coach and the MVP of that game will be honored on the field at a home Browns game. So two super cool things for North Ridgeville right now, so get out and vote.
It is now an opportunity for hearing of the public on items that were not on the agenda. If there's a new item that you would like to discuss this evening, you can approach the podium, give us your name and address, and talk to us. None? Okay, seeing none. It is recommended that the Board of Education enter an executive session to discuss the appointment, employment, dismissal, discipline, promotion, demotion, compensation of public employees, and matters related to negotiations of public employees.
Second.
Moved by Mr. Vaca, second by Ms. Saxon. Is there any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Vaca?
Yes.
Ms. Saxon?
Yes.
Ms. Yetsey?
Yes.
Mr. Mura?
Yes.
Ms. McCarthy?
Yes. That concludes our meeting. Thank you, everyone, for coming. Have a wonderful evening.